off this map. We have not seen PaperX playing here on Pearl since that grand final where they were able to take down DRX and earn that #1 seed coming into this event. Flash out off the rip. Victor just going to be pulling back here over on the B site. Gets himself tucked away in the tunnels. They go ahead and check that close cubby. Nothing noted. So we just get a little bit of a deeper linger there from CTRS, trying to see if there's going to be any aggression out from A or mid.
Yeah, you're really looking for some of that telltale utility from Devi from the side of NRG. Trying to wait for that execute. And a heavy stack towards the B side, and good awareness here from PaperX. Kind of regroup and back off. Maybe see if you can isolate a kill here through B link. They're going to 3-stack crashies, and he wants none of it, and that's wise. They don't push too deep there. Now contact going to be made around the corner.
Dash forward, Forsaken looking to just garner some space, get some moved up here against the link. The rotation's now going to be coming in from the side of NRG. Artist still checking, wants to see if there's going to be anybody late pushing through water. In the meantime, the swing comes in. Finesse going to be good for one, but Jing and Forsaken find one apiece. Crashies with a little bit of a follow-up, tries to get rid of the enemy Phoenix, cannot do so. Victor, help with his little turret, will be able to take down Mind Freak, and now it's just going to be a right-click battle, and Victor's able to win. Spike now stranded, and Jing, the last man standing. Hot hands, that flash at the ready. Slaps it down, but has to know. No, he doesn't realize.
You know, start to this round where they kind of came in through, through link, waited for the smoke utility.
I don't mind this, having that run it back available.
Yeah, and that's a big part of PaperX's strategy here, is enabling Jing.
Oh, Artis making a nice and early exit here, trying to find Forsaken. Now pushes the issue, swings around the corner, finds a third. Goes for the reload. Sam with the Stinger will be able to take down Jing, and now it's just a matter of whether or not Mind Freak can find anything here to try to stop this from being a flawless. The wall will drop down, however. It's going to be Sam collecting a second as NRG get themselves a second round in flawless fashion.
Yep, okay, well, now we move on to the first round where we really get to see what PaperX has been able to cook up with this comp. I'm a little bit worried about this attacker side for PaperX without that Harbor in here. Normally it's Forsaken on the Harbor, kind of doing a really good job cutting space, you know, setting up Jing to be able to kind of flash in and around those walls. Jing has his own wall as well, of course, with that Blaze to try to enable himself or his team. But this time around it's a little bit different. CGRS on that Killjoy now. And this time, the Star out here. A flash gonna confirm.
Flash in, Artist with the Spectre. Just a bit of damage across there. Forsaken eventually does fall. Sam with a great headshot. At range there with the Sheriff, finds one. Crashies now swinging out the bat behind the pillar. Just managed to take out one Devi, quick to trade it to keep them on equal footing. As now the run it back is gonna be coming through. Sam just throwing up the wall. Jing wants to rush up. They know exactly where he's gonna be coming from, so they pull back out of the link. And eventually he's just gonna go ahead and the TP back over. But a 3v3 for the retake attempt. Victor just now moving out of art. Looks like he might go all the way around to club it, trying to get that top B there.
A Sky to check, but it's not going to catch. Victor on that lurk. Here comes the Harbor wall. Retake from Finesse. They'll try to push on through. Gravity well up front to try to delay.
And walking across is Poison. Jing finding one, jumping into the cove, knows that he's pulled back. In the meantime, Victor, well, presence should be noted. Certainly is now, but still finds a headshot. And already with 3 kills in this round, that's a very good bonus here for the side of NRG. He's looking for a little bit more. Jing will be able to
a lot of ways, you know, just kind of off the rip, start pushing space, gonna push ahead of that flash. A good shot by Sam. Normally you're used to seeing Jing just blast packing all over the place with the Rays doing crazy stuff, but he will lead the way, but it's a little more cautious.
Oh, the birds go out. Crashies dodges that one. Even with Jing's follow-up curveball, still ends up getting taken down. Mantle Swarm, however, does find Finesse, so at the end of it all, it's just going to be that 1-for-1. Trailblazer certainly spotting Devi there on the jump past the box. That's why they're going to be creeping up here. There's no one to reinforce this position. Flash Devi, getting fully caught by it, and he will get melted down. As you can see, Forsaken dashing out of art, gets himself over towards the A site. They know that there's going to be 2 players operating behind them at A main.
Well, are they gonna wrap all the way through? No, they're just gonna plant for back site here. Really big duel with Artis coming up.
And Forsaken just wins it. Artis looking over towards Flowers. Forsaken swings from Secret, does take him down. Brings it back into a 3v3. Reckoning now sent out, but they're not playing on the site to get clipped by this one. Sam, however, still finding one. Crashies finished off by the turret. Now it's all on Sam. Wall raised, scouting out, uncertain if there's gonna be anybody over towards the dugout. Gravity well does come through from Mind Freak. It's gonna be the util dumped out. With that spray coming in, he knows that they're both over at Flowers, but before
he was gonna be sticking around potentially, and they're able to flash and get it behind the box. So really good recognition here. And then they even invest the Reckoning as well to try to go for this retake of NRG. Blades up for Forsaken, and he is certainly a confident person with that ability. He's got a shorty behind it. It's right now looking like a full-on B hit, and already the rotation's coming for NRG.
Double up, grab the peek over into Link. Sees Finesse for a brief little moment there. Finesse sends some shots his way. Drops low. Bit of attack there on a Victor now, knocked down to 50 HP. Crashies wanting to try to break through, but a headshot comes in. Forsaken gets the reset on the knives. Swings on the corner, manages to find another one. Mind Freak as well, getting involved, finds Finesse. So far it's just gonna be Jing taken down. Artist, however, with that blades of his own, picks up a quick 2 kills, and suddenly it's just CGRS all on his lonesome. They don't know where he is. It's still dangerous territory, but it seems like they might have an inkling of it as Artist does send that Cloudburst his way, trying to set up for that brief little one-way. People Peak gonna be heard. CGRS knowing where one is. Seems like he's got a very good idea as well. Som. Not expecting him to have repositioned down onto the low ground here. Now he's completely and utterly out in the open. Wants to go for the Nano Swarm. Sends it cleaned up. Now knows that he's got a high-low to try to send out the turret. Swings up a bit, but Som
really helped them out just immediately as soon as contact is made from Forsaken. Yeah, he does a great job taking space, getting in there, but he's looking really good on both sides of the coin.
Could be in this one for the long haul. We'll keep our fingers crossed in that regard. As we can see, though, Victor's still going to be sticking over towards B. Line share of his setup in this position. Just the turret out in towards Link, staring at mid doors. For Finesse to potentially swing off of.
You've got
Jing gets to run it back.
Yeah, he's been funneling those as per usual. Already the second one. You've got dueling lockdowns, dueling Seekers here. Going to be invested early for the side of Paper Rex. Some util to try to delay a hot hands there at the door to allow Jing to push through, heal up. He's just going to chew through that nano. Yep. The run it back.
Doesn't manage to clear the angle though. Doesn't swing wide enough to actually spot anybody. But now the lockdown's going to be invested on the opposite side. PRX just looking to match. Spike, however, not yet planted, so they're still going to have to try to retake the side off the back of this one. They do shove NRG away, but can they get into a post-plant setup quickly? NRG are going to look to rush this one. Victor still tucked away, back haul. Flash goes across, some shots in his direction. Jing swings on the corner, gets the headshot, curveball in, but it crashes! Just holds down left click. Had it lined up, gets the timing, and Jing disappears.
30 seconds left.
Things continue to tumble out of control here for the side of Paper Rex. They finally get the spike moved up here onto the sides. He addresses in his hands. Forsaken finding one, then taken down by Artis. Once again, into a 3v3. Crashy swinging back out the aggressive push. Artis puts the spike down on the ground. Now it needs to be recovered. Into the 2v2. Divide out into the open. It's dropped, and it's going to be the combination.
Staying on A, planted his feet over there. But the rest of NRG is good for it. And Artis finding some great timings to shut things down. Delay for this round. Mind Freak with the Cosmic Divide and a Sheriff. The only ults to speak of here. Artist popping that dash. Can't find the shot.
Takes a bit of damage there. Just managed to back away, but good amount of space opened up. That's going to give them art control for now. The Trailblazer cleared out before he can get through the Cloudburst. It doesn't necessarily see how many players there are. Something tells me that Artist's ears likely working well enough to identify that it was pretty much the whole team.
Paper X is about as quiet, as subtle as your average act of God. Yeah.
Finding one, Crashy tucked to the corner, Som backing him up, finds another 2 kills for himself. He's at 9 HP. The Stinger can do some work. CGRS finding one. Flash does not go wide enough.
Oh!
A bit of a botch there from the side of Crashies, and that does allow for Paper X to get themselves back into this round. Rifles recovered, Mind Freak and CGRS. 49 seconds remaining. They could cut noise. Try to rotate off the side, if not make a bait.
You read my mind.
They have this ult invested. It seems like they still want to try to play around it.
I mean, with this ult here, you know, you're at least able to be undetected, but oh my god, the cover!
Covering fire allows for Mind Freak to get the plan, but now he needs to find the headshot. He needs to win out against Victor, and he will just drag it across.
The patient from CGRS, he has been stepping up now. He had so many clutches for them in their previous match. He is really starting to find his groove. He seems here. You've got, you know, the 2 streamer players going against each other, Som and CGRS, and they're both having great rounds so far.
50 Prime subs on this camp. But I mean, you know, as much as we like to joke about that, they have ascended to so much more.
Yes, exactly.
Granted, yes, still a substitute from CGRS. Sam the mainstay, but the performances that they have been able to put up in the last couple days have been absolutely monumental in getting both of these teams in the position they find themselves in at the moment. Artis, though, finds himself in a great position to get the punish. Just finding a timing while CTRS was distracted by Crashies over at the doors. And 2 members down. Looking like NRG just having a vice grip here on this B site.
Yeah, and there's going to be a change of direction here for the side of Paper Rex. They're going to leave Mindfreak down here to lurk for a bit, but NRG, oh so disciplined, oh so patient. Going to try and sell a little bit of a fake here. Still Artis though, holding the discipline for NRG so strong. Mindfreak clearing the turret, trying to create noise, trying to create distraction. If Devi can best Artis, that flash isn't going to confirm anything over on the other side. Oh boy.
No, it does not, and yeah, they just decide to rush out. They know that this is going to be a lurk, so they decide just challenge them all at once, get that kill. And now with as far away as they are, it's just going to have to be Jing and Devi sitting back, holding onto the weapons as NRG will run the clock down and pull off a flawless little hold.
Maybe if Mindfreak could hold on a little bit more there, they might feel confident enough to try to push in towards A, but now they're just going to be setting up towards spawn, seeing if they can keep these rifles into the next round. Side in particular, without that Harbor utility or that Viper utility, you're way more limited in what you can do to dissect this B site, to cut off the angles. That is mini in between after their match, and we were both just trying to theory craft what the heck Paper X was going to do. Neither of us were correct. I'll just put it that way.
All right. Was there a Yoru in there somewhere?
I mean, that was something I spitballed but didn't really take seriously. But the Gecko was floated between both of us. We thought maybe they might make a go of that.
Well, just some initial control here over towards A. And then Finesse responding with the pit, just looking to make this unassailable. Seems like Paper Rex might be thinking of cutting through, getting A access through Art, and just keeping Finesse locked over on that side of the map, push him out into A main. Maybe control backside, but with just the turret destroyed, it will start drifting away and approaching other avenues. Crashies, a couple shots going his way here from Forsaken.
I like the layered utility here from NRG to back up Finesse in this Viper's pit. Paper X is not afraid to challenge, and Victor's going to win the early exchange against Jing.
Just a dry swing there from Jing. Does fall, but Forsaken up on top of the box with a great headshot. Will find him. Finesse now getting tucked away. Sam in flowers, waiting for the cross. Finds one. And now Paper X are really worried about trying to get themselves over. CTRS actually just sprints across. Makes it through to safety. Finesse noted. Mindfreak puts some damage down onto him, but cannot find that kill. Sam, in the meantime, does get broken out. Out of the equation now. It's Crashies tucked away here by Secret. Quickly finds one. Devi, the last man standing, but not for very long. Crashies puts him down on the ground. The fuse will come in. Energy now.
They really like to challenge these Viper pits. They want to cut, your strength away from you. They want to attack you where you're strong sometimes to try to just, prove that they're better than you, to really utilize this raw aim, that movement of Mindfreak a little bit more, but not to be the case. But this time around, I like what Paper X is doing, spreading out a little bit more here, getting a little bit of information, baiting out a little bit of utility to try to keep NRG honest. You've got to keep them guessing. You've got to keep them across different areas of the map. As good as Finesse is, right now, it's been a little bit easy for him to kind of predict. And you're just looking for some of those stars, from some of that aggression from Jing and Forsaken. But it looks like they might be trying something of a fake here. So I'm going to be watching through Link. Devi leads with that Trailblazer, and they're just going to back right off of that Cascade.
Yeah, Trailblazer goes out. Crashies now going to be swinging around over towards A site. Run it back. Sent. Finesse just playing anti-flash. Turns. Doesn't want to show himself. Knows that Jing is not going to be the high-value target that he's looking for. And Jing did not check the corner here. Or Forsaken, who gets taken down. Jing sent back. Devi does manage to find the enemy Viper here at the end of it all. So will be a 4v4 with Victor tagged out to about 30 HP. Lurk from CGRS makes his way forward, staring towards water. Looks like he wants to creep in from behind. And on the opposite side of the map, they're still not necessarily convinced that this is going to be where the spike rests.
They're pinging it out. They're going to make a go for it.
Oh, Jing, I guess seeing just enough to be able to get that kill. Follows up with a second before Sam takes his head off. Now a 2v2, but CGRS getting tucked away. And here comes Artis sprinting in, completely unawares. The Seeker goes forward. Sam looks to clear it. Devi spotting him. Flash out. A decent turn, but knows that he has to pay attention to his rear as well as they continue to encroach. It's not going to be through the window. It's going to be through Secret, but it doesn't even matter.
Over to the site, and then they pump the brakes. right as they come towards the entry of A. They wait things out. They give CGRS that time to get in through water to find that pick on the rotating Artis. And that gives them this 2v1 doing coming into this event because of the situation with something, but also because CGRS's playstyle, there isn't much tape on it. There was one Gecko Icebox. That map's not even in the pool anymore. So good luck figuring out exactly what they want to do.
Let's see here. Site widely conceded. Wrap around from Victor, getting himself moved up through Link to get closer to the side of CGRS. Is just going to be dropping the lockdown. Victor's still 2 off, so cannot use a replying one to try to further delay them. The site can be taken. Still taking their time. Moving forward and Forsaken, he does a double updraft again. Catches Victor. Picks him off right there in the Link. Fantastic play that was completely unexpected. Forsaken now running out of knives, however, 9 HP trying to exit. The Reckoning still looking to lock him in place. Wrap around from behind, Crashies arriving, throws out the pop flash. Mind Freak still gonna be unscouted, but Crashies knows that there's just gonna be far too many players in this position. CGRS now finds Artis. They look to hold that spike down to half, but they cannot do it. Now the hot hands comes in. Vanessa's caught up by it, ends up getting taken down. Crashies with 1, but Mind Freak trades it back, and suddenly it's just Som left standing all on his lonesome. Reckoning committed, but in a 1v4, as Paper X look to go ahead and add a 5th round in. Jing will just go ahead and take the challenge.
Knives out. And then they're able, this time with that lockdown, to get that plant down securely. It's something that they've been having a tough time with their lack of smokes, those lack of walls. This time around, you're able to use the lockdown as a...
Meanwhile, I believe Jing is about to use his 4th ultimate of the game.
Yep. It's been a lot.
Gravity well invested, goes rushing forward, is quickly dealt with and snaps back. As they now just go ahead and pull away. So no real establishment found here. Over towards A main, instead it's just going to be 3 members stacked up. Forsaken in the meantime, going on a bit of a walkabout. Worked his way through mid, which is widely unoccupied. Just given this triple stack, Artis is holding Art. We see Victor over at B. Natty continued to swing forward.
God.
Forsaken may have just been able to find the enemy jet, but instead he's going to push all the way around. He's going to be looking for this monstrous backstab as the Trailblazer goes in, confirms his hefty presence still here at A main.
I mean, NRG hasn't moved a muscle. They're just sitting here at A main, and it's dead. Som's gone.
Finds one, still more to do. Forsaken going to be spotted, manages to stabilize the aim just fast enough to come up with the kill, but has to back away. 29 HP remaining. Artis comes to the rescue, sets up the operator here on the corner, comes away with 1, swings out, gets a second. Mind Freak. Now the last one standing, 12 HP. Right as Victor arrives to the A site, Mind Freak just going to go ahead, cut tail, and go sprinting to the opposite side of the map. Because of this cosmic divide, Victor not necessarily aware of this quite just yet.
Oh, this is so brilliant here. You know, there's no sound, no idea what's going on the other side of this, and now Victor's about to find out the hard way, but still with that smoke there, he has to respect that maybe Mind Freak was hanging out over here. He pops his nano to maybe buy himself a little bit of extra time. Doesn't really get much out of it. And Mind Freak gonna plan out in the open, only 12 HP. Just gonna have to win this duel quickly. Any stray bullet from Victor will secure him the round.
Mind Freak not getting into any super cheesy positions. Just playing here straight up on the cubby. As Victor has to go ahead. He has to search. He has to wonder. The tap. The stare towards Link. The swing coming in, but Mind Freak not able to find the kill. That's going to be Victor closing it out. A 7-5 half with NRG out in front.
Yeah, good patience. Pretty good for the side of Paper X. I'm sure they'd like it to be better. You know, it is kind of their chosen side.
Yes.
But all things considered, this went better than I thought it would. I put it that way.
Sides. So Paper X, how do they want to go about this? For now, it looks like it's going to be very heavy mid pressure. And it's getting ready to be applied.
Yeah, I think they want to check this cubby here that Artis is moving into. I think they've identified off that turret that this could be possible.
Forsaken's got 1, curveball out into the hand, and Artis finds 1. Not going to be full flash, but Jing still swinging out, finds 1. Som now, not sure which way to look, will get taken down as the dust settles. 3v3, Divide with a healing can top up Forsaken as well. Nano Swarm goes across just to get a little bit of damage there on the finesse. As the Poison Orb does get set up.
It's a great read here by Paper X, but Artis just catches him a little bit off guard. A great shot by Crashies.
Same with Crash, he's finding Forsaken. CGRS inside of the smoke. Crashies finds him as well. Turns his sights back over towards Divide. The knife is out. Frenzy drawn. Spots him. Legs it back into the hall. 2 players set there. Divide just desperately trying to get some information. The Trailblazer is at the ready. Sends it. Trying to see what he can get. Spots 2. But he's running out of time. turret there. Probably realizing that getting onto the spike, trying to get this defused, likely not going to happen, especially as that Nano Swarm does come through, but wants to try to take somebody down with him. Spots Finesse, a bit of damage exchange between the two of them, but Finesse will be the one.
They understood what NRG was trying to do, just happened a little bit faster than they expected, and then Crashy's taking some space, them apart, and then CGRS and Devi a little bit off kilter, a little bit off beat. Paper X gonna full stack here.
Flash going in, catches quite a few of them, answering flash out. Devi with the right clicks will be able to take down Crashies. Forsaken now, dashing in behind the box. Trailblazer draws their attention for a little bit longer. Orb gonna be picked up. Jing, once again, gonna be the focus here, just trying to get those ults online for the Phoenix. Creeps across, grabs the gun, looks like he gets exit. He's got the hot hands as well as Devi to try to heal him up should it be necessary. All things considered though, Devi, worse for wear, 1 HP in a dream, trying to stay in this. Forsaken, Finesse, shoulder to shoulder, but Forsaken doesn't peek the corner. Finesse mows down a third and brings this round right back into their favors. Oh boy! Both players absolutely terrified of each other given the circumstances. They go their separate ways as the spike will get planted here on A by Sam. Devi and CGRS. Question is, can they find any additional value? Can they take some of these weapons away from NRG? Peek comes in. The instant headshot, not even necessary, but you love to see the accuracy.
We take those. I'll see at this point, CGRS wanting to die to the spike. Sam, very aware of it, wants to see if he can come in and finish the job. Doesn't want to push too far, doesn't want to maybe give away that gun, and yeah, for NRG, they're happy to take their prize and move on to the next round. So what started out pretty interestingly and pretty well for Paper Rex kind of falls apart there as Finesse able to survive with that Spectre and get 3 kills.
CGRS he's given some consideration to whether or not he should just grab the Bulldog and dip out of there, but it seems like he's still going to be worried about somebody watching. See if they can manage it. As for now, heavy presence into mid from NRG. 3 players cutting over towards Artist. Looks like he's going to be joining them. Thought maybe he was going to go pushing through the doors. As Forsaken is up top, but Finesse just tucked in behind.
They suspect it. With that poison cloud there, you know that it's pretty likely that somebody might have snuck in there. Flash is confirming that at least there's a presence somewhere near that door. And the orb goes back up and Finesse goes back out. And NRG going to be taking their time, going to be really trying to figure out where all the pieces of Paper Rex are. And for sure, they know that Devi is over at B. They've got that. And so they don't want to mess with that Sky utility too much. Maybe try to put some pressure on CGRS. Maybe see if you can find him, take him down, see if you can kind of pick on a little bit on the inexperience of the player. I would, if I was NRG, I'd try to see if I could maybe make him crumble a little bit.
It's going to need to be big here. This attack gets ready to come through. They do have the stars set up. Alarm bot is getting pulled forward. Drop down. Artist looking to try to clear out dugout. Will get taken out. Mindfreak with a nice headshot as CGRS looks to hold the stairs. Mindfreak with another. Victor going to be gone. So far it's looking clean and the time is just dwindling. 12 seconds. This stab here from Finesse off the flank would need to be absolutely monstrous to try to get them into a plant position, but instead he will fall. 78 HP. Sam just looking to back away. See if he can get anything off some over-aggression.
Find the entry player. Even with that cascade coming in to try to help Artist, Mindfreak just reads it really well. CGRS on the other side, all around the other way. Not too far away from that Viper's Pit or those Seekers.
Playing forward again, though. Here's Paper Rex. Forsaken tucked back, spotting Artist. Dashes away. Jing, however, does swing out from that side. Cubby catches Sam. Now without their harbor, and we're talking about how rough it was for Paper Rex. When you're trying to attack this B site, it's going to be just that much. This is rough, I should say, for NRG now. The rest of the round, Victor holding the corner. CGRS not going for the ego swing, just a little bit of back and forth, but a great bite out from Finesse will flush Jing into the open, and Crashies takes him down.
Yeah, this is good work here by CGRS. He's got that alarm bot still to play off of.
Seekers online.
Yeah, exactly. Crashy's able to find that kill, getting into those Seekers. Now they can use this. A Trailblazer is going to find Victor.
Snowden tries to tuck into the corner, but CGRS fast on the chase. Gets up over the top, finds that headshot through. There's Artist necessarily anticipating that Forsaken was going to be close on the low ground. Crashies, though, swinging around from behind, starting to rush forward. Decide the turn. They identify now. They absolutely know that he's here. Devi will win out of the fight. Crashies going to be taken out. Forsaken finding Artis, and now it's just Finesse left standing. Even though they're stacked up.
He forces a timeout right away from NRG. You know, trying to be a little bit tricky in this round is NRG. They're trying to get a little bit all over the map, but they're countered at basically every turn here by PaperX. Again, everyone holding. Jing's running back. So that's what, 5? Is that right?
Oh boy. Flashes out. Som with that hero rifle, putting it to good use. Heals coming through. Crashies keeping him nice and healthy, and yeah, Jing does get eliminated nice and early. Talking about being willing to take those aim duels. And Jing now gone. It's up the team significantly, but okay, I don't want to watch Devi. I want to see Mind Freak. Comes up with 2 right there. Now Devi cutting across, just sprays it down, managing to find 2 quick kills for himself. Pop Flash not going to connect, gets up close and personal, runs out of bullets, and Finesse with a recovered Vandal will be able to put him down. Brings us into a potentially winnable position, but does he get the read that they are behind him? Seems like the answer is yes. I'm getting flashbacks to Buzz in this very position. Nothing, no pressure from the front. Goes for the Jingle. Forsaken will be able to push the corner and close given the circumstances.
Yes, I fully agree. I mean, I'd rather see Jings run it back here, popped off the rip. If you're going to just try to aim duel this space, there's no reason in my book. I mean, you're going to be trying to funnel those into Jing's hand. Catches him, reads the rotation, reads the lurk. So brilliant. Now Forsaken with that op.
All on his lonesome.
Oh boy.
Is it just a timing shot? Flash goes in. He's been playing this position, or Jing has been, rather. It's okay, just up drafts, takes still a nasty bit of damage. Devi not too far away, but see, Forsaken wanted to get himself wrapped around into the back of Hall to be able to still repeat this one. Just sends out a blind shot through the wall, hoping for a straight connection. Heals now, attempting to come through. A little bit closer. The Reckoning is going to be invested. Nebula's getting popped. Jing trying to avoid the stun, rushes up, run it back, was at the ready, so snaps over to the use point. It's Forsaken. I mean, it's just shot after shot. He says, eventually I gotta get one right. The one time he hit a jackpot on the casino, and he's just gonna keep going for it now. Dumping all of his bullets until he's got nothing left. Artist looking to hold, swap over onto the Phantom. Forsaken gonna be good for 1. Crashies staving off Jing. Flash over into tunnel, not gonna find anything though, as CGRS will pick up Som. 2 members left standing now, as Mind Freak is on the back end. Just trying to pinch from the side of this pit, and yep, he's gonna be able to do so. As soon as Forsaken goes down, Mind Freak just gets the bang through the screen. Finesse pushes out of the pit. Will get taken down, they'll get onto the spike for the defuse, and that is gonna be PaperX.
Shot through the smoke. Just kept going for it, knowing that that plant is coming down, gets it pinged out by his teammates, then they shuffle it over to Devi. We saw Devi doing really good with that op, and don't forget, he used to be a chain information. If he finds kills, great, but he's happy to die every round and just keep getting more and more run it backs if necessary. If his team is winning, totally fine.
Forsaken was ready to play anti-flash, but it didn't go deep enough.
Get out of my
Popped
way.
behind the wall as, ooh, does take that knife to the shoulder. Artis nearly clipping his head. Nothing spotted. The drop down. Drops in, the right click goes across. Finesse piling in as well. They'll be able to flush him out. Swing in. CGRS Everett with a quick pick. Does take out 1 at point blank range, so Victor gonna be gone to trade out, however, on the Killjoys. And now the man advantage in for the side of NRG, not wanting PaperX to be able to take this lead. Curveball through. Jing trying to find Som, but Som strikes him down. Now it's all on Devi and Mind Freak. 2 of the veterans here on the squad. Devi coming away with 1. Swing out, Finesse getting the other. Mind Freak again approaching from B main. He's running out of time. Nebula goes up the wall as well. Som tucking into the corner, looking to try to hold this one to half, and they will just be able to spray him
Have
down.
a little bit more preparation, but NRG just W key gaming here to take Forsaken down. And I think Forsaken, if he could have that round back, anchoring that B side of that moment, he had no backup. And now they're gonna shuffle the flashes back over for PaperX, and Jing is good for 1.
He's good for 1, but that's about it. So they still do lose him, but that's gonna be entry power taken away. As the Trailblazer does go ahead and take a quick little peek, a glance back. Devi now in a rough position. They've got nothing really to try to bail him out of this spot. The bite doesn't go deep enough to find the kill, but his supporting power in CGRS ends up falling. As he tries to exit, he will also get struck down. Forsaken swinging around, gets himself situated on the site, but I mean, Mindfreak's been doing this round over round, so now they're very much anticipating that this back flank is going to be coming through. Turret has to be cleared up. Looks like he's still going to stay here in this position. They could just rush him. It looks like that's going to be the call. Oh, yep. Loading quite a bit.
Well, now that they know where both players are, they can swing all the way back over to A if they so choose here. Forsaken just planting himself down long B, watching it through. Mindfreak continuing to settle towards the double doors in mid. Yeah, but all 4 members of NRG.
I mean, they just have to be conceding this.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, take the A site, plant it, let the spike go off. We're just going to be holding on to things. You know, you have that operator in hand. You want to be able to carry that over. Have that extra bit of oomph. Especially now, you know, knowing that NRG has one of their own. Spike will just be planted. Paper X will concede. So we got a little bit of time. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the beginning of this round. I mean, again, it's changes from both teams. Paper X trying to push space early, trying to see if they can punish some of these aggressive pushouts that NRG has been doing out of B main. And Jing, yeah, he's good for one, but then Divide gets cornered in the cubby and gets eliminated here by some great utility usage from NRG. And then, of course, like you pointed out, you know, they're prepared for the lurks from Mindfreak this time. I would have liked to have seen maybe, it's hard to say for sure, Forsaken was being so aggressive with this op. You know, he was pushing all the way in towards site, and then he rotated back. Probably wise to, you know, to the situation, wanted to keep the op in play for the next round. But, you know, really setting up.
It's again a bit of a weakness of the comp that they're, you know, kind of shoehorned into running.
Yes.
Just given the lack of something on this roster.
Adjustments, some good on-the-fly adjustments that we're seeing. And again, they can really abuse this space with all these smokes that they have. The flashes to clear, that one even gets Forsaken full blind.
It looks like he didn't quite think it was going to pop where it did. Now has to back away, the Trailblazer rushing in. Instead of CGRS, and Forsaken finds a quick pick, so I'm going to be taken down. Just given the way that he's been playing, given what that Harbor util can give you, absolutely such a high value target to be found by Forsaken. Just a glimpse there of Victor, but just not quite fast enough to be able to get the punish. Has to now back away as the lockdown comes through, narrowly avoids that one turn on the flash, almost has the lineup, gets the dash back available, manages to make his exit. Divide puts that Bulldog to get used, taking down Finesse. Victor in the meantime, catching CTRS open, it's ever so whiffy, and CTRS stabilizes before Victor can. Artist will get Forsaken.
Paper Rex identifying that they need to give Forsaken some backup. Of course, it helps when Forsaken's hitting some great shots along the way.
I thought he was gonna have a clat there.
I did too. That was absolutely nasty, but Divide on point with that Bulldog. CGR.
That's how you guys aim most of the time. That's just a one-off.
They wouldn't be wrong.
Anyway, into the round, Forsaken again, really looking to up the aggression. Trailblazer through! The smoke dissipates, he pulls out the knives, he manages to find a second one before getting taken down. Again, somehow not getting collapsed. Either way, though, the 2 kills are going to get picked up, and that puts Paper X in with a man advantage. Big scout forward from Mindfreak all the way over at A. As Jing just goes for the jiggle, but the run it back is available. He could go for the rush play as soon as they hear that spike committed to.
Divide one away from the Seekers as well. So if he can find a kill, he can make this retake really powerful.
He's going for it, the pit! Dropped in by Finesse, but Jing does catch him just fast enough. Victor. And then Jing just go ahead and shove it back, finds the second one. Jing will trade it. The Killjoy is now going to be taken down, and that leaves Artist in a 1v1. The full flash comes in. Jing will scoop a 3rd kill here. The defuse will come through, and we are tied up 11-11 yet again. Paper X says,
They need it most with that run it back. I mean, finally, that cycling of it is going to pay off. Now you're going to get Divide on the Seekers as well. Coming out of this round. Huge stuff from him, and the combo there with the Nova Pulse and Jing on point with the curve.
Already such an amazing way to kick things off, as Artist just going to go for the double updraft here. Get the auto back in a moment. Just looking for a target. Instead, Jing says, you know what? I want a 10th ult in this game. I don't know what the count is at. Obviously, it's significant. There we go. So now it's just going to be 2 charges away from having that one at the ready. Still going to be humping around over in A main alongside Mindfreak. They might just get to do battle here against Victor and Finesse. Starting to swing in. Jing just trying to play this patiently as he can, but it's a decent amount of damage there off the bite. Doesn't have the hot hands to heal. Sends out the flash. Finesse gonna be good for it. Victor good for the other. 2 players taken down. Great punish here from NRG, shutting down the aggression as Artis gets up over the top, but Defy is just not ready for it at all. Swing out now into the back sight. Artis did displace Forsaken out of secret. Swaps her out on the weapon and catches Forsaken, snipes him out of the air. CTRS with 12 HP. Will get taken down.
This is Jing, and then they try to go for the flash push. Okay, well, he's just full flash and gets the kill. Insane stuff from Finesse. Just great awareness. So, again, don't mind the idea from Paper Rex. Just a better reaction here, and then get set up for these retakes. Going to be a big piece of this round. Stay alive. Maybe get a little deep. Hot hands. Keep Artis at bay, trying to buy some space here.
Getting the orb.
Yep, to get the run it back.
2 ults available. Crashies with the Seekers. No one else really close by.
Here.
Forsaken just going to be backing away. Throws down a ping in Art. So it's suspecting that that little wrap around that flank is going to be coming in, but Artis catches Mind Freak off guard. Smokes and Gravity Wells now taken out of their hands. A Seeker let loose. Forsaken with the Guardian. Clearing one out. Crashies now looking to push into him, and he instantly gets the headshot. Down 2 members. Artis tucked on around here in the corner. Jing somehow wins out that fight, and that's where they run it back. Sends out the flash, not spotting anything else. Snaps back over in the dugout. Is Defy? Does he read this one? The answer is yes. Finesse gonna be taken down on the flank. Now a 3v3 with a lockdown still in play here for CTRS, but he needs to win out this fight. The timing, have they noted each other? Looks like the answer is absolutely yes. And wisely CTRS pulls away. Just looking to hold the door. In the meantime, Victor, Som, advancing forward. The flash comes in, the wall goes up. Defy gets in front of this. But 20 seconds without a flash, without any other util. Spots one, gets the transfer! Defy finds 3, and suddenly it's on Crashies to try to avoid going into overtime. The flash connecting, Defy with a 4K!
And just pushes right in there and takes 2 down. Just unbelievable. And then gets the 4th, the icing on the cake. Ridiculous stuff, the clutch master.
Talking about it, who is gonna win, the hive mind or the mastermind? They're no closer to finding out. As Victor just taking a little shoulder shot there from Jing. He's looking for that nice and early pick. Not found. Off the back of that, it's gonna be a full rotate out of B main here from Paper Rex. Now turning their sights towards A, but this double creep up here. Som and Artis can find impact. Jing gonna be the first one to fall. CTRS still looking like he wants to fight. He forced the dash out. The wall goes up. Trailblazer to try to chase there. Doesn't get the tag. Crashies in the meantime, just jiggling back and forth, looking over towards Art, but now looks like he's going to start rotating around. Maybe into flowers, perhaps, or wants to check for water.
God, and that's one of those situations where that harbor utility is so valuable for NRG, and why it's so difficult for Paper Rex on this attacker side. And these attacker side rounds are going to be so critical for Paper Rex. If they can convert one, gotta feel their chances are good, but Finesse hasn't seen him yet. He has no idea.
Oh, and that is going to be a rude awakening. Som as well taken down at the same time on the opposite side of the map. 3v4, NRG trying to win this one out. Victor, though, just eating damage from every which way that he tries to turn. And now he might get timing from behind if Forsaken decides to swing the corner. He has not. In the meantime, Crashies, fallen, Defy gets Victor, and Artis arrives. They know exactly where he's at. 16 seconds of plant coming down. It's out into the open. Defy, he needs to reposition for this one. Mind Freak trying to get out here. No, they just take the fight to him.
We don't need to plant the spike. Let's just get the kills. And Forsaken, they're able to sneak underneath the noses, and then some great smokes here from Mind Freak. Once they identify Victor Masters. And now, again, everybody's contributing. CGRS continues to play phenomenally. And Finesse getting pushed aggressively by Jing. He has to hightail it out of here. All the utility, the Nano Swarm's gonna do a ton of damage to Artis on the way in.
Artis looking to flush him out. We'll be able to find a Mind Freak. Dead nice and early here. Artis not worked too low, but the healing's still gonna be coming through. Crashies putting him back to 100. Also taking a forward position that will be scouted very quickly. Flash around the corner, answering flash out. Crashies completely dodges that. Cloudburst in, Forsaken swings, finds 2 before getting taken out by Som. And that brings it now back to parity. A 3v3, Som, if you can get one more, the ult would be online. It's gonna be Victor who takes away that kill. Sam tagged up just a bit, raises the wall, tap onto the spike. Jing trying to hold this one a half, tucks back around the corner, but now he's all on his lonesome, throws at the curveball, doesn't know which way to look. Finesse will find the final two.
Some quick aggression off that contact that Finesse has over on the B side. And Artis, even though he gets dinged up by the nano swarms, goes down to about half off of that full armor, off that turret up towards Art. Love the play here from NRG. Love the aggression against Paper Rex. Just keep them guessing, just like they do to you all the time. And oh, Artis.
Forsaken dealt with very swiftly. Not ready for that angle at all. Fully anticipating the pressure to be applied elsewhere, just given that smoke setup. The rest of Paper X now creeping their way over towards B, but it's a triple stack for the side of NRG. CGRS still just an age away. Just poking his head out into Art at the moment. Art is behind the screen. Bite thrown down. And that's just trying to save them off for the time being. They're spraying through. They really suspect that somebody's going to be here. They do knock him down to 64 HP. Swings out of the corner, goes into the nano sword for a brief little moment. It's going to be the blaze wall from Jing to take him down. Of all things, just so much thrown his way and no great escape route. And now that is going to be both teams without their jets. The round completely cracked open. CGRS on the flank. He's made it all the way through into their spawn. And he could be instrumental. He's tucked away into the corner. Crashes at the same time, though. Looking to backstab. The swing in. He's playing it out patiently. There's one. There's two. Jing in the meantime finds one on the opposite side, but Sam comes up with eliminations. The spike grabbed. Mind Freak. Can he exit fast enough? The answer is going to be no. The reckoning at the ready. Instantly invested. A 1v1 to see who can take this now to map point. CGRS, the stand-in. He knows he needs to rush this down. He needs to play for the kill. There's not enough time to go for the plan. He's swinging around the corner.
It's just so incredible. The way that they do this whole round from CGRS. Doing what Sam is doing on the complete opposite side, both teams.
It's not over yet, though. We go once more into the breach. Four-man rush taking A main control. Orb can be theirs on the side of NRG. Playing quite far back here is Paper Rex. Mind Freak as well. Not looking to get situated into that dugout position. Has been flushed out by Artis so many times before, so yeah. Lets it go over his way. Some answering spam. Just minor connection. Flash through. They're playing anti though. CGRS and I hold the line. In the meantime, Spike going to be planted within the cove. Back over onto the side. Jing wins on the fight. Victor going to be taken down. Suddenly it's just Finesse and Sam left standing. He's trying to spray him, but he just falls down. Forsaken will be the last one.